Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dungeon Dive. Daniel here. Alright, so now we're going to conclude our playthrough series of Wander, the Cult of Barnacle Bay with a boss fight. And here's what happened after we beat the last scenario, chasing waterfalls. Okay, so after locating the keys and unlocking the gate, the Wanderers made their way into the edge of Barnacle Bay. From their vantage point, the Wanderers could see an inviting inn nearby, which would make for a great place to resupply and grab food. A bit further off was a park, where a bit of commotion could be heard. Finally, the Wanderers could see a town square in the opposite direction of the inn, where they might find more clues to what's going on in Barnacle Bay. So we could have chosen, if you believe the Wanderers continued towards the inn, towards the park, or towards the town square. So I went ahead and went towards the town square, and so that would have led us to page 21. So this is the second scenario that I filmed off counter, and this was called the Smuggler's Network. Title Town Square was surprisingly calm, merely a husk of a hustle and bustle it used to be. Merely a husk of the hustle and bustle it used to be home to daily. While the supply shops and fish markets were now lacking the salesmen calling out to passers-by, some other more haunting types of wailing could be heard. Underground, the voices of suffering and fear echoed out in the forms of cultist chants. The Wanderers would fight their way to the underground and stop whatever dark cultist sermon was being performed. But there they would also find something wholly unexpected, a trap. A safe guarded behind a magic barrier, two cultist casters were ready to dismantle the Wanderers' party. The Wanderers would need to fight their way to a nearby shattering gem and use it to gain access to the casters attacking them. So we beat that scenario, and then as a reward, so whenever you beat certain scenarios in this game, you get these relic cards. So here we got this support ring, and it is gives 1 HP to 1 plus 1 HP, and heroes in the same space as whoever is wearing this also gain plus 1 defense. And so we're going to go ahead and give that to Tank here to really beef up his ability as a tank. And then after beating that scenario, after getting the relic, after dispatching the casters and their guards, the Wanderers discovered a tarnished old ring. Inscribed on the band was, "To whomever this ring has become beholden, they shall waver not, they shall be emboldened." Tucking the ring into their bag, the Wanderers noticed a light creeping down a passageway towards them. The light beckoned them to investigate. However, before they could continue, a thunderous growl echoed through the chamber. There was something big rampaging through the tunnels. So then we could have chosen here, if you believe the Wanderers investigate the light, proceed to the Elder Bane level 1 boss fight. If you believe that the Wanderers investigated the sound, proceed to the Krex boss fight. And that's what I chose, is the Krex boss fight. So we're going to be facing against Krex here. This mutated alligator thing. So if we look at the book here, it has a little bit about each of the enemies. And for Krex, it just says, Krex is an example of what happens when you yield to the darkness willingly. So whoever Krex was before the cult moved into Barnacle Bay, he just decided to, hey, you know what, I'm just going to straight up become evil. I'm going to join this cult and get this evil power. And so he mutated into this nasty thing here. And here is his character card. He actually has a defense of 2 and 25 health. Unfortunately, I have completely misplaced my little slider clips. I don't really like those things too much, but I cannot find them anywhere. So we're going to be keeping track of Krex's health using this dial system here. So we have 20 and 5. All right, so then now we're going to go to page 25 to look at the boss fight here. We got it set up. It's a 1-tile boss fight, so it's a small arena. And now this says, following the evident sounds of destruction, the wanderers finally entered a large chamber where they found the beast known as Crex. Half lobster, half crocodile, this lieutenant of Elderbane willingly chose to yield to the darkness. This caused his monstrous mutation and growth, which made him an unmatched destructive force. Charging into the walls and smashing pillars, he would eventually destroy all the supporting beams holding the tunnels up, leaving Barnacle Bay to collapse into the ocean. The Wanderers had no way to prepare for a beast this unpredictable, but it was clear that Crex had to be stopped. Objective is to defeat Crex. Okay, special rules. Shuffle Crex's boss AI cards and place them in the play area. So each enemy, each boss in this game has a small deck of AI cards, kind of like, the Dark Souls board game or Kingdom Death Monster. I really like this system, and also Hellboy. It's a nice system to differentiate the bosses between the minions. So give those a shuffle. And now, see boss rules on page 35 of the rulebook, and many of Crex's attacks have him charge through hero spaces. If Crex ever moves through or ends in a hero space, those heroes must be pushed out to a close space. So as he moves in, the heroes are pushed out, and they're also often knocked down. All right, so if we win, we get to draw 2 level 2 treasure cards. So the additional level 1 treasure cards we have now from getting treasure from the last scenario. I believe we have these mighty gloves were new, and we have this winged helm, and I think this heart amulet was new since the last time. And all of the heroes now starting back at level 1, and so their health, Tank's health is 5 plus his 1 HP for his support ring, which brings his health up to 6. Let's see, does he have anything else for... Oh, and his Thieves Cape, which brings his health up to 7. All right, and now Ross has a health of 4. And then his ring is 5, his robe is 6, and his helmet is also 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we're looking at 7 each on their health, and this is considered a new scenario. So we all start with 1 health potion, and like I said, we all start at 0 XP. Crex is going to start here. Our heroes are going to start here. Now we're going to shuffle up the hero initiative. It's always hard to shuffle 2 cards. Like, come on, forget. Okay, what do we got here? So Tank. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. I was looking, so I want to deal these randomly. All right. So Ross is going in the first position, and Tank is going in the second. We probably want to change that. Now, in this particular boss fight, there are no minions, so nothing is going to get spawned. When the heroes go up an XP tier, instead of spawning a new set of enemies, the boss interrupts that hero's turn and immediately takes a turn for himself. And in addition to that, the way the turn order works is the boss moves at the end of every hero's turn. Okay. All right, so he's going to be rushing at us a lot and knocking us down and pushing us away. We probably want to stay out of the water because that severely limits our movement. And we probably just want to draw him close to us. I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have Ross move back. Okay, so that's going to end his turn. That's going to push Tank up. That's going to put Ross there. And so that is going to be Crex's turn. Now we're going to draw his first card here. Charge the Proud. Move Crex 3 spaces in the direction of the hero with the highest XP. Okay, it's tied right now, so we get to choose. And then melee them for 2 hits. Knock down all heroes in his path. All right, so he's going to move 3 spaces. I think I'm going to move him 1, 2, 3, coming like that. Or you could go 1, 2, 3, would be 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, he's still the same distance away. So we will keep him moved like that. Okay, so now it is Tank's turn. And I think Tank is just going to hold his turn. I don't really want to go into the water, because if I move into the water, it's going to be, I'm going to have to move towards him, and it's going to cost me all of my entire turn just to get into the water. So I think we're going to try to lure Krex towards us. And so Ross is going to not take his turn. He's not going to do anything this turn. So we're going to draw the next Krex card. Charge the Brave. Move Krex 2 spaces in the direction of the hero placed highest in the initiative track, and then hit them for 2. Okay, so he's going to move 2. And then he can hit them because he's close, so he moved close. Now I want to see something on his about how he pushes people out. It was, many of Krex's attacks have him charge through hero spaces. If Krex ever moves through or ends in a hero space, those heroes must be pushed. Okay, so he doesn't push anybody, but he is going to go ahead and take an attack. What was it? An attack 2 against Tank here. And so right now Tank he's got 1 defense for being on the initiative track there. Now he doesn't have a shield anymore because I had to reset. I'm back at level 1, so I can't dual wield both of my weapons. So we have 1 defense. He has 2 defense there. He's got 1 for his helm. He's got a reroll there. All heroes in the same space gain a defense. And then he's also going to have a reroll for Ross's ability. We're going to keep both of the same level 1 abilities, where Ross can encourage. So all close heroes gain a +1 defense reroll. And Tank's is going to be his vicious counter. He's going to do 1 wound to a close attacking enemy per crit. So I think right now we're looking at 2, 3, 4. We're looking at 5. All right. All right, oh, nice. Beautiful. So I blocked both easily. Then I also get 2 exploding dies here. All right, so that's fine. So I block both. I don't take any hits, and I do 2 hits for my special power there. So I'm going to knock him down to 23. And then in the boss fights, for each hit, you go up 1 XP. So I'm going to bump Tank up to level 2 XP there. Okay, so that was on Krex's turn. Ross held his turn, so now it is, or Tank held his turn, so now it's Ross's turn. And now we are in range here, so I'm going to have, Ross is just going to go ahead and use his Tidal Blast. So we're looking for ranged attacks here. And there's a crit, so that's 1. And then we get a reroll. Okay, a miss there. Now we get 1 reroll for our Holy Robes. Okay, so there's 2. So I just hit his armor, and I don't think there's anything else I can... Oh, he also gets a +1 for being at the initiative track there. So come on, I need 1. Give me a crit here. Oh, well, there's a hit, so that's at least 1 hit. All right, so Krex is going to go down to 22. And then Ross is going to gain an XP. So that was Ross's first turn. For a second turn, he's going to do the same thing. And I know the Tidal Blast does cause knockdown, but bosses are immune to those kinds of effects, unfortunately. All right, so here we go. We've got 1, 2. Then I also get 1 more for his initiative. All right, and I get a reroll. Come on. Give me that. Yes. All right. There's 3 and another one. 4 and another. Reroll that. 5 and another. Oh, man. 6. Holy crap, that was awesome. Way to go, Ross. All right, 6 hits, and Krex actually blocks 2 of those. So we're going to take him down to, there's going to be go down to 20, and then, all right. That was awesome. And then, so he did 4 wounds. So Ross is going to go ahead and gain 4 XP. 2, 3, 4. Bring him up to 5, which puts him up into the second tier. Now he does get his bonus action right away. However, because he went into the next tier, Krex is going to immediately take a turn and interrupt that. So let's see what Krex does in retaliation. He's probably going to get knocked down. Krex melee attacks all close heroes for 1 hit. Any wounds taken cause the heroes to suffer poison. Okay, so let's roll. Let's roll for Tank's defense first. What do we say he's going to get? He's going to get 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think 2 rerolls. Okay, he blocked 2 successfully, and he also got a crit. And okay, so he did do 1 more point of damage to Krex, bringing him down to 17. And he also got that XP, bringing him up to 3. Okay, so now we're going to block for Ross, and Ross's defense is 2. He gets +1 for the ring because he's in the same space. That's 3. Anything else? Let's see. Reroll ranged. No. Okay, so Ross is only rolling 3 dice here for his. He does get a reroll. So hopefully we can block 1 hit at least. Yep, there we go. We got a block. And we got, anything else? Nope. All right, so we did block that 1 hit. Any wounds causes suffer poison. Okay, we're not going to take poison, but Ross does get his bonus action right now. So once again, he's just going to unleash the Tidal Blast here. There is 1 hit with an explosion. 2. He does get his extra die for being on the initiative track. Okay, and he does get his 1 reroll. 3. All right, 3. So that is 1 more hit. So Ross is moving up to experience point of 6 experience points, bringing Krex down to 16. Now Krex gets his actual action. Ground Pound. Melee attack the closest hero for 2 hits and knock down all close heroes. Okay, so we're all going to get knocked down, but we get to choose who he's going to ground pound, who he's going to attack. And of course, we're going to have tank it. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice here and 2 rerolls. And there's a block and exploding. Nope, 2 rerolls and a block. Another exploding. Nope. All right. So we block both of them. They do get knocked down, but he is going to take 2 hits for those crits, bringing him down to 14. Okay, we're back at the top of the initiative track now. Tank there. So Tank still only has 2 actions. Ross has 3. Oh no, I just did 2 wounds. So I'm going to bump up to 2. So Tank is now at 5. So he is going to get 3 actions now. So for his first action, he is going to stand up. All right, second action now. He's just going to wallop on Krex here with his dragon bow, using it as a melee. So we're going to be rolling 5 dice, looking for hammers or crits. There is 1, 4, and 5, and 6. Oh my god. Doing so much better on these. I guess I appeased RNGesus this weekend. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minus 2 is 4. So 4 wounds, bringing Krex down to 10. And going up 1, 2, 3, 4. So Tank is now in tier 3. And he has 1 more action. However, Krex is going to interrupt that action with an attack. Krex moves 3 spaces in the direction of the hero with the lowest HP, and then melee attacks them for 1. Knock down all heroes in the path. Okay, so the first thing he's going to do is he's going to move into this space, and he is going to attack the hero with the lowest HP. Both of our heroes have 7, so we're going to choose it to be Tank. So Tank is rolling 5 dice here for his defense, and then 2 rerolls. So he needs to block 1 hit. He got it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my 2 rerolls to try to get some crits. No. Okay. So now what we do is we push the heroes out 1 space, and then we knock down all heroes in his path. So Tank still has his 1 turn. So for that, he is going to stand up. And now Krex is going to take his normal turn. Ferocious Bite. Move Krex 2 spaces and melee attack the closest hero for 2 hits. Any wounds taken cause Krex to heal 1 HP per wound. So I think what happens now is Krex is actually going to move 2. 1, 2. He's in range for melee. He's going to go ahead and hit Tank. So Tank is going to roll his 5 dice here and 2 rerolls. He needs to block 2. He blocks 2 and does a damage. He blocks 3 and does 2 damage. All right, so 2 damage, bringing Krex down to 8. Going up 2 XP. So he blocks all the damage, but then these guys are also pushed. They're pushed out of the way. He was moving this way, so I'm going to have him pushing towards him and then knock him down like that. Okay, so that was Krex's normal turn. So now we're at Ross. Ross's first action is going to be to stand up. Ross's second action is going to be to Tidal Blast Krex right in the face. 4 dice here. All right, let's go. Come on, Ross. 1. I do get my extra attack for being in the initiative. Okay, there's 2, and then I do get a ranged reroll. 3. All right, he hit. That's nice. Down to 7, and I get 1 XP for that, and that's going to be the next attack here. All right, there's 2. I'll take my exploding dice. There's 3. I'll take my initiative. 4. Man, I am just getting so lucky with these rolls. If I didn't have this on tape, geez, how old am I? If I didn't have this on video, I wouldn't believe it. All right, so it's 4 minus 2 is going to be 2, bringing him down to 5. Bringing Ross up to level 3. And I think we're going to go ahead and take... We're going to go ahead and take his Royal Step again, even though I don't think it's going to be useful. It's going to be more useful than the other one, I believe. Okay. So now we are back to Krex's normal turn. Ground Pound. Melee attack the closest hero for 2 hits and knock down all close heroes. So I believe that since Tank is knocked down, he actually can't be attacked. So we actually can't have Tank tank this. And so we're going to have Ross, and it's going to be for how much? For 2 hits, and Ross only has, what did we say, 3. He's got 3 and how many rerolls? 1, I believe just 1 reroll. But we only need to block 1, or 2, actually need to block 2. Oh my gosh, we did it. We blocked 2. And now he let's see, he knocks down all close heroes, so Ross is going back down. All right, so now we're back to Tank. Tank has 3 actions. For his first action, he's going to stand up. Okay, for his second action, he's going to wallop Krex in the face here with his Dragon Bow melee style, and we're looking at 2 hits. Do I have any attack rerolls? I do not. All right, well, that's fine. All right, for his last action here. Oh no, the tides are turning. Tank is starting to roll all. I should have used his bow as a. I think you have to. I'm pretty sure you have to choose what style you're going to be using the bow as range or melee. So yep. So that was a total whiff on Tank's part. All right. So we're going to go back to Krex's regenerate. Krex heals for 1 HP, bringing him up to 6. Okay, so now we're at Ross's turn. Ross now has 3. For his first point of action, he's going to stand up. His second point of action, he's going to Tidal Blast. And we're looking at 1 hit and a reroll. Okay, there's 2 plus his 1 for the initiative track. Nope. And, all right, so his second attack here. There's 2 and a burst there. Nope. And his initiative track. No. All right, come on. His final attack here. There we go. 1, 2, 3. His initiative track. Nope. And his reroll. 4. All right, 4 minus 2 is 2. Bringing Krex down to 4. Ross is going up to 11 XP. That was his turn, so now we're at Krex. Ferocious Bite. Krex moves 2 spaces and melee attacks the closest hero for 2 hits. Okay, he doesn't have to move. Any wounds taken cause Krex to heal. Krex moves, so both our heroes are standing right now, so we can choose who he's going to attack. And then, let's see here. All right, so yep, that's it. We're good. We're going to, well, I think the spirit of his attack is, I think he's always trying to move to knock heroes down. So what I would play this as is he would move here, boom, swing around, attack the closest hero. We're gonna have him attack Tank, which Tank has 5 and 2 rerolls. Okay, he blocks 2, and he's got 2 rerolls. Okay, and he's got his burst there. All right, so he blocks it all, but he also does 2 damage. 1, 2. And then he does any wounds. Okay, so no wounds. So Krex isn't going to heal, but he is going to. If Krex ever moves through or ends on a hero's space, those heroes must be pushed out to a close space. So he moved this way, so he pushes them along with him. I think that's how that works. I'm not sure, but it's probably actually the same as having him stay there. Maybe he would have pushed them into the water. I don't think there's really a rule saying like that you have to do what's worse for the heroes. It's not like KDM. I'm not sure. But anyway, so now we are at Ross's turn. And Ross has 3. Actually, no, wait. We're at Tank's turn, huh? Let's see here. I should keep track. I always lose track of whose turn it is when I start thinking about about other things. Let's see. Ross just did his Tidal Blast. Yep. So we're at Tank's turn. Okay. He took his attack. Now we're at Tank. All right. Tank. Let's stick with our melee attack. Tank. Come on. We've got 3. There is 3 in a burst. All right. So well, that's 1, bringing Krex down to 1 HP. All right, for Tank's second attack. No, once again, holy crap. All right, come on, Tank, just take him out, 1, 2, 3, and a reroll. All right, 3 minus 2, 0. All right, Krex is down. So what happens after we defeat Crix? After defeating Crix, the Wanderers needed to regroup, similar to other tunnels that ran throughout the underground of Barnacle Bay. The center chamber granted the Wanderers with a few options of where they could continue. A tunnel ahead of them clearly led them to an inn. This would be a great chance to scavenge for food and drink. Following a tunnel to the north would lead them to the farms and stockhouse on the edge of Barnacle Bay. To the northeast, the rattling of metal on metal could be heard, along with it faint cries of distress. So I think my wanderers are going to go ahead and head to the inn to regroup, grab some food and drink, and figure out just what the hell is going on in Barnacle Bay. And we do get to draw two level 2 treasure cards here. Let's see what they get. Really lucky gem, plus 1 HP, plus 1 reroll on all attack, defense, and knowledge checks. And a sacrificial dagger, 4 for a melee attack. And when you defeat an enemy with a crit, heal 1 wound. Hey, those are both pretty dang good. The treasure in this game gets really awesome. So, alright, that wraps up my playthrough of Wander, the Cult of Barnacle Bay. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys weren't too pissed off that I had to skip a scenario and just kind of move along with it. But I will be back with one more video with my final thoughts and kind of wrap up this whole playthrough / review. So, alright, well, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.